Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday morning Ask Max session. Last night, we had a special training where we talked about some new LinkedIn features that are changing the game for everybody. And these features make it easier to connect with perfect prospects. And people always ask me, why do I do so many of these? And last night was a textbook example of why. So I was talking to one of the participants, looked at her profile, could definitely see some things that she could improve. And then I went and demonstrated how to search. And I picked up a word off of her profile, a word that she used to describe herself. And on a whim, I took that word and I did a search on LinkedIn. And oh my God, I was blown away. She was blown away. And I think all of my students that were on last night, that they were blown away too, at how many people she could find using that word that were looking for an opportunity. Absolutely amazing. Now, I love success stories. And I'm going to be talking about Ace and Rich at least for the next 2 months. They sent me this. Thanks to your mentoring, in just 15 weeks, my income soared from zero to $42,000. So what does that mean? Well, if they generated $2,800 a week in sales, in 15 weeks, they'd make $42,000. Within 6 months, they hit $250,000 in business and they became the #1 top earner in their business. My method transformed her life, their life, I should say. And they'll transform yours. There is no faster, easier way to build your business than what I'm sharing with you. So if you haven't registered for boot camp yet, boot camp starts on the 10th, but you can register early and start early. This boot camp has 5 sessions, an extra session on the daily routine of top earners. Now, all the sessions are recorded, so you could actually jump into boot camp, register now, and you'll have the recorded sessions of my March boot camp available. Now, during our April boot camp, we're going to be jumping in and showing everybody how to use AI, artificial intelligence, to communicate with others. And so I have a chatbot, Max GPT, and we're going to demonstrate how you can use it, how it'll work. And every Monday night, I do a special training specifically on that. So you can go to maxgpt.com. There's a 7-day free trial. And then you could subscribe to it on a monthly basis, on an annual basis, or on a lifetime basis. Now, social networks have provided an endless source of free leads to the public for over 30 years. All you need is a visible LinkedIn profile to connect with everyone on LinkedIn, the LinkedIn phone app to communicate with everyone, a visible Facebook profile to connect with everybody on Facebook, and the Facebook phone app to communicate. Then 1 or 2 hours a day. Doesn't have to be at once. It could be 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, to determine who do you want to talk to? Who are you looking for? Customers or business builders? Your business grows faster when you bring business builders into your business. So if you know who you're looking for, easy to find. Pick out the best one. Start a conversation. Bring someone into your business. And these new LinkedIn features will enable you to help that person start making sales within 72 hours. By the end of the month, they've got the beginning of a team. By the end of 2 months, their team is bigger. And frankly, by the Memorial Day weekend, can be used. My 4-step formula is behind the success of everyone. Create a page, connect with people, communicate with them, and close. Follow the scripts, and you're on your way to having great success. However, effective engagement is going to be the key to your success. In other words, it's not just about texting someone. It's about what you do to impress them, what you do to engage them, and posting builds relationships with people without talking to them. So the secret to connecting with perfect prospects is simple. Their profile content, their visible daily activity, their answers to your pre-qualifying questions, and you want to think quality over quantity. People on LinkedIn that you want to talk to are going to fall into 3 categories. First, the people you're connected to that you know. They're your warm market contacts. Second, people that you're connected to, but you don't know them at all. And in many cases, you're more connected to people that you don't know than you know. And third, people you're not connected to that you want to know because of who they are, what they do. So the more selective you are about the people you connect with and talk to, the more successful you're going to be. The green M&Ms in that huge ball of candy represent people that want to build a business. The yellow M&Ms are unhappy network marketing leaders looking for another company. The blue M&Ms are orphan networkers. Person that brought them into the business is no longer in the business. So they're alone. They're not part of a team. And of course, we have potential customers. Today, the fastest growing top earners in your business will tell you that they owe their success to my simple formula because it duplicates. They follow it to the letter on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. They teach my system to everyone that comes into their business, and as a result, they have the fastest growing teams of excited distributors in their companies because my system enables everyone to enroll new distributors and customers in less than an hour or 2 a day. So I encourage you, if you haven't registered for boot camp yet, do it. For those of you that are on my mailing list, I sent out this morning the 10 things that you want to look for in building a network marketing company. And that's something that when you're talking to a prospect, you can use to give yourself stature and credibility. Look forward to seeing all of you in boot camp.